interaction with the system. So that is what is prompt engineering. It is a basic, simple process where we are having an UI, user interface, that allows people to interact with the computer systems through a text-based input and output. So according to the text that you are giving, the system or the program, it adjusts, it runs, and it gives an output, right? Any chatbot or any application that you are using, wherein you put an input, and according to the input the system generates an output, that is a simple use case of a prompt engineering. So this is basically a way wherein you are talking to the system, right? And you are telling the program or the system or the AI, whatever you take as an example, and you are giving them an instruction, and according to that choice of menu or anything that is there, the system is processing it, and it is giving you an output, and it is doing a particular function according to you, right? This is used in all the chat based systems, and chat gpt, the one that we are using a lot nowadays, and there is a lot of hype about it, this particular technology is being used. So I will give a very simple use case of a prompt engineering here, right? Very simple use case. So this what happens is I am designing a simple menu here, right? So I will first show you what this particular menu is, and then I will talk in details about what actually is the how we are working with it, right? This code will be shared in the GitHub as well, right? So what is actually happening here? We have a simple menu, right? For a particular restaurant. So by default, we have four items in the menu. So that is our list of basic four items that is there. Like you can see in the screen, biryani, tea, coffee, and burger. So these four items are there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this particular code and then explain you what are the things that are happening. So it's a very simple menu application which is using the prompt engineering concepts that I just discussed, right? First, I will going to show you how this program works, and then we are going to go in the details. So once I run this code, just give it a second. It is initializing. It will just take some time to run. I'm running it in Colab. Okay, so welcome to the menu selection program, right? So here there are four options. There is four options in the menu. One is the display the menu, add items to the menu. So this particular use case can be to a restaurant owner who is managing the menu, right? That this is a very simple application which can go in very much details. You can add a price, you can add other things as well, but this case is only we need the items, right? The items of the particular restaurant. So first we have, as I told you, we have four products already added by default. So you can see these four items are already there in the menu. Now, how I this becomes interesting, right? How it becomes dynamic is, suppose we want to add an item. So what we will do, we will enter to the choice two, and when we enter the choice two, it asks for the enter the name of the item to be added, right? So I can add a pizza here, right? And then this particular item is added. But okay, item added pizza. Now you can just check the menu, right? As you know, there were four items in the menu. Now after adding pizza, what is going to happen? So the fifth item is added as a pizza. So this is the way you can keep on adding, right? Suppose you want to add rice, right? Simple rice. So you can't just put your rice, right? You have to understand the menu, what is there. Menu selection program, again you need to click 2. Then they will ask you to add the name of the item which you are going to add is rice here, just for example, right? And then the code is running, and then it is going to, then you can display the menu. can see six items are here, right? So this is so dynamic way the menu is increasing. So this is how the prompt engineering is working with the menu selection and with the output that you are giving, that and the input that you are selecting. It is going to sink in and it's going to give you an output, right? So suppose for this some simple use case that I'm showing you, you want to remove an item, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3, then it is going to ask me enter the number of the item, the number. So here it is going to delete the number of the item. You don't need to put the entire text. Suppose I want to remove coffee, right? We don't have coffee for the day. Then I'm just going to click 3, and then I'm going to see the menu: biryani, tea, burger, pizza, rice. So coffee is being deleted, and then the whatever menu that was there is going to get displayed accordingly. So now I'm just quickly show you how this code works, the simple logic, so you understood the working. So now just to make this stop this, I'm just going to click 4. It's exited, right? So now how this code works is, first I'm defining a default menu here, with basic 4 items that are there. Then we are creating the we are defining the we are creating a function called as a menu. All right, then where we are printing few different things that are there in the menu, that I showed you initially. Then we have the display menu. The first, when we are selecting the first one, display menu, then this particular function is getting called, wherein we are printing all the items in the menu items that are there, right? And then we are printing the index plus one, basically one dot. If it is starting with 0, so 0 plus 1. If it is the first one, then 1 plus 1 2. So the one that you saw earlier, right? This one when I did the first time, I displayed the menu 1 dot to 3 dot coffee. So accordingly it is printing that, right? So now what we are going to do is, we are having 4 different functions that is there. For every menu item there is a function: display menu, add item. So enter the name of the item. We can just make it more intuitive for the user to add. So he's going to add the item, and then the menu item that is there, the list, default list, is going to get added with this same item that we have put here. And then we are going to print this particular thing: the item added and the name of the item, right? Similarly, item, to remove the item, enter the number of the item to remove. So this is more intuitive, right, for the user, right? Then we are going to print that particular item that has been removed. Similarly, what we are going to do is, we are going to do a after defining all the functions, we have to run a loop here for the situation, for the selection of the menu. So we will run a simple while loop, right? While true, and the choices of the menu is equal to menu, and if the choice is equal to 1, now according to the situation of the choices, right, we are going to uh, call the different functions that are there. So it's, according to the choice, if it is choice 1, then choice is going to call the first function that is there, display menu. Similarly, add item, remove item accordingly. And if it is 4, as we saw, right, if you have to exit, then if you click 4, then it is going to just exit. And then if anything else is there, right, if it is uh, anything other than 1 to 4, it is going to give invalid choice, please print the correct choice, right? And then after you exit, the whole function is getting exited, then it is going to give you a message of thank you for the menu selection program, right? Thank you for the menu selection program when you are exiting the whole loop. So I will just run quickly again once more to show you the few additions that I have done. So first I will do display menu, It is going to give me all the items that are there, right? Then I will do now I will do two. It is going to give me enter the name of the item to add. So right, I'm going to just do pizza. So it is going to give me that particular thing. Is going to add item added pizza. Then again, welcome to the menu selection program. Display menu, can you see it has been added, right? And the thing I wanted to show you, the loop wherein if you put anything other than 1 to 4, what happens, right? See, invalid choice, please try again. So accordingly you will put the correct thing, and then I'm just entering a choice. So this is a very simple use case for the prompt engineering. Understanding how you are interacting with a machine is very important. I had created a similar prompt engineering for when I used a simple chat GPT earlier on. If you the same let me just open it. If we just used it some time back in the video earlier on, the details are there in the videos or in my LinkedIn post, wherein we created a simple we used OpenAI, and we created a simple prompt, right? What is your question? And accordingly, and like here, this is the use case. What is the question? And then we call uh, the engine, the OpenAI engine, and it gave us an output. So this is a simple use case. But this particular use case that I showed you about a menu, this is also a way in which I am myself designing the logic and creating an interactive prompt. So we need whenever we are doing such programming, this is a we intuitive based programming. We need to think about the user experience, what the user is going to type and what he is going to do, and the message that we are giving him should be very clear, right? Like I just made a change, enter the name of the item to add the menu selection. So it should be this is in a very proper communication channel, and the way we put our message across to make sure that the interaction with the system is seamless. So I hope you enjoy the video, and the codes will be shared, and subscribe to us, follow us for more such interesting videos, and specifically more about the new and latest technologies and how we can use this to learn and evolve. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.